Prophetic Lifestyles with Bernard Bolton, where we are making the prophetic practical, bringing the prophetic into everyday life, and calls and raising up a prophetic people who hear the voice of the Lord. So today I want to talk about, and we'll be talking about this several times over the next few weeks, but I wanted to share with you this 40-day season that we are currently in. And it's the 40 days that follows the resurrection of Jesus from the grave, and it goes to the 40th day where he ascends into the heaven to take his place on the right hand of the Father at the throne, on the throne. And this 40 days is very important because in the 40 days, Jesus appears to the apostles, to the disciples. At one time, he even appeared to 500 men, and he ministers to them and he speaks to them concerning the kingdom. And throughout the Gospels, we see Jesus uh, preaching the kingdom of God is at hand. We hear the parables that he told. He talks about the operation of the kingdom, the nature of the kingdom. And so the kingdom is now where we are. And so this particular season, I believe, is very important to us. Every season is important, but this particular season is important because this is the season where the revelation of the kingdom is coming forth. Hey, I didn't know I was on live. Hey, Deborah, good to see you. I didn't mean to come on live, but it's okay. It's okay. Good to see you, Deborah. And so, during the 40 days that Jesus was appearing after he was raised from the dead, uh, I actually have a few of the occurrences. On the first day, on the first day, Jesus appeared to Mary Magdalene and to who is called the other Mary. And that is, of course, revealed in Matthew 28. Matthew 28. Hey, since y'all are on, just go ahead and write your name. I didn't, I, yeah, I didn't, thank you, Alice. Good seeing you. I wasn't, this was not a planned live, but sometimes I'll just turn on the camera, I'll turn on my phone, and I'll just go without paying attention to what I'm doing live or just a recording, okay? And so on the first day, Jesus appeared to Mary. Hey, Monica, good seeing you. And he appeared to the other Mary. That's in Matthew 28. And then later on that day, Jesus appeared to the two men on the road to Emmaus, and Jesus walked with them to the house, and they sat down to eat. And then Jesus disappeared, and they went back to the city, uh, declaring that they had seen Jesus. Okay, and then also, so on the first day of the resurrection, and remember that Jesus died on Nissan the 14th. Okay, we're at the end of Nissan. We're coming into, I believe tomorrow is the first day of IR, which is the second Hebrew month. And so we're coming out of the month of Nisan, but during the month of Nisan, that is the month that Jesus died. That never changes, no matter, the church came about 400 years later and changed the dates that we celebrate. They created Good Friday and Easter because because the church was becoming Romanized, and there were some people who did not want uh, the Jews to be a part of the church, which they successfully pushed the Jews out of the church. But no matter what the church's calendar is, Good Friday and Easter, Jesus died in the month of Nisan. He died on the 14th day of Nissan, and then he rose from the grave on the 16th day of Nissan. Okay, and I'm not getting into that 3 day debate. You know, how do you get 3 days? Well, the 3 days is the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th. Those are the 3 days, and so that's that. All right, and you can get, you can you can be debative about it. Well, those are not exactly 72 hours. I don't care. Okay. And so the 40 days actually starts on Nissan the 16th, which on our calendar this year, because of course Nissan changes, but our calendar this year, Nissan the 16th was April the 24th. Okay. So today is May the 7th, so we are about 13 days after the resurrection of Jesus. Okay, 13 days after the resurrection of Jesus, and on the first day of his resurrection, he appears to all these people. All right, and so then that evening or the first day, Jesus appeared to the 10 apostles. Jesus appeared to the 10 apostles. Okay. Now, we know originally there was 12 apostles. Unfortunately, Judas took his life, and Thomas was not there. Thomas was not in the presence. All right. And so then Jesus appeared to the 10, and then 18 days later, which is Nissan the 24th, which is May the 2nd, 5 days ago, 8 days later, Jesus appeared to the 11 apostles, and Thomas was there. And Jesus challenged his faith. And so my challenge to you as I'm ending this is that during this 40 days, okay, look for, let there be an awakening within you to see Jesus. And Jesus can literally and physically appear to you. I saw Jesus when I was 12 years old, and that's 45 years ago. But that is one of the things that has sanctioned me or proved or revealed me as an apostle, because one of the characteristics of being an apostle is you had to see Jesus. I saw Jesus when I was 12 years old. He appeared to me in a vision. All right. And so let this be a season for us to see Jesus, whether that's literal, physical, or whether it's spiritual or prophetic. But let this be a season for us to see Jesus. And let this be a season where the kingdom is being made alive, because it's the kingdom that we're currently in. We are being called to the kingdom. We are being called to be a kingdom people. And the Lord is moving us from the church to the kingdom. Uh, Not that he has rejected the church. He has, however, rejected the current form of church. He has rejected the religious church, the traditional church, the racial church, the economic church. I believe those are the churches that he has rejected, but he has not rejected the church that Jesus is building, the ecclesia, which is a people and a congregation. And that's what the Lord is doing. But then the Lord also is raising up a church that understands it's the kingdom. It's really about the kingdom. And so as a church people, I'm sorry, I turned my You don't have to host it on your own server. All right. And so as a kingdom people, okay, we have to find our place in the kingdom. Let these next 25, 26 days, let this be an exploration, a revelation, and a discovery of the kingdom of God. That's why Jesus walked in the earth 40 days after his resurrection, is he was bringing forth. You can read that in Acts 1 and 3. Jesus Christ was bringing forth the kingdom. He was talking about the kingdom. He was ministering to his disciples and preparing them to become the ones who would carry the kingdom into the nations of the earth. I want to challenge you to do the same. Thank you for watching. Again, this was not planned. I was just going to record this on my phone and then upload it to YouTube, but it's okay. Thank you so much for being with us today, and we'll be back. And then, matter of fact, on Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be looking at the new Hebrew month, IR. IR actually starts tomorrow, but the heading of the month is going to be on Thursday. And so we'll be back Thursday night, and we'll be sharing our prophetic perspective of the month of IR, which is a transition month. So you need to go back and listen to that prophetic word that I gave, because we're in a season. This is a month. IR is a month of transition. It was a month of transition for Israel in the old covenant. It was a season of transition for the apostles and for the community that was becoming the church. And it is a season of transition for us, and whatever way you're operating in, okay? And however you're operating, but remember that it is the Lord who walks with us in transitions, okay? So God bless you. Thanks for watching. Shalom.